Welcome back, Year 6, to Lesson 16 of 20 of our Destination Reader Sessions, all about Cloud Busting by Mallory Blackman. Congratulations, you finished the first 3 weeks of lessons, and this is the beginning of week 4. I'm so excited to finish the book. I hope you are too. Before we begin, let's review. Remember that key words that I want you to focus on are going to be in red throughout the lesson. These will be key vocabulary words, as well as key sentence starters that are important for you to use during your Destination Reader sessions. Any questions for you to answer will be in blue, and anytime I want you to pause the video and write down your answers, those will be in green. Before we begin, please check that you have a copy of the story, a strategy prompt sheet, a pencil, and a piece of paper, or your home learning book. If you don't have these things, pause the video now and come back when you're ready. All right, let's go Year 6. This week, we are continuing to make inferences for a few more days. Before we begin today, I'd like you to tell me, how do good readers make inferences while reading? What 2 things do they use? Pause the video now and write down your answer. Well done. If you wrote that good readers use background knowledge and clues from the text to read between the lines and make inferences, you are correct. Awesome job, Year 6. Before we begin reading, let's also take a look at 2 key vocabulary words that will come up in today's reading. The first word is a verb. We've been talking a lot about word class Year 6, so this should be no problem. Year 6, please tell me, what is a verb? Exactly. A verb is a doing word. It's something that we do. Now, to trickle means to flow in a small stream. Some synonyms, or words that mean the same as trickle, are dribble or drizzle. And our second vocabulary word today is patch. Patch. Well done. A patch is a part of something that's different from the rest because of a particular characteristic. So if we're outside at the park, you might find a really nice patch of grass. And this patch is different from the rest because it is nicer or more luscious. All right, let's begin. Remember that today we'll be doing 2 and 3 mark questions. Let's very quickly remind ourselves how we answer 2 and 3 mark questions. My turn. 2 mark questions need a PE answer. Your turn. Well done. My turn. 3 mark questions need a PEE answer. Your turn. Great job. Remember that for those 3 mark questions you need to make your point, use evidence from the text, and then explain your answer. Today, Year 6, we'll be reading Chapter 21 of Cloud Busting. Let's take a few moments to look at the image and think about what might happen. I see Sam, and he seems to be looking up at the clouds. Are we finally going to figure out what cloud busting is? Maybe. Let's get reading. Okay, Year 6, please turn to page 132. I'll give you a few moments to get there and to have your finger ready at the top of the page at the title. All right, I think we're ready. Remember, I will read and you follow along with me. We'll stop at different parts to ask some questions. Let's read. Chapter 21, Cloud Busting. Davy turned and walked away. Where are you going? I asked. Home, he replied. I don't belong here. And as I watched him go, I felt like I was letting liquid sunshine trickle through my fingers. Let's stop there, Year 6. I felt like I was letting liquid sunshine trickle through my fingers. Wow, as a reader, that's a very powerful sentence. It really shows me how Sam is feeling about Davy walking away. So my question to you, Year 6, is how do you think Sam is feeling here? And how do you know? Please notice, this is a 3-mark question. You need to tell me how Sam is feeling. You need to give me evidence from the text, and you need to explain your answer. Pause the video here and have a go. Great job. Let's take a look at my answer. As we read my answer, read through your answer and tick where you believe you got your marks. Remember, if you want me or Mrs. Howard to check your answer, please email us or upload your answer onto MyUSO. Here's my answer. I think Sam is feeling hopeless here. 1 mark. I think this because he says it felt like he was letting liquid sunshine trickle away. 2nd mark. That's my evidence, Year 6. This suggests that Sam felt like he was losing or letting go of the sunshine. I know that sunshine is a positive thing, and the idea of it going away is negative. That's why I think he's feeling hopeless. And that was my explanation. That's my 3 marks, Year 6. It's as easy as that. How many marks did you get? I hope you all said 3. Let's keep reading. We're on the 2nd verse on page 132. I wanted to call him back, but I knew he wouldn't come. Let's pause there again. I know, we didn't read very much, but I think that's really interesting. I wanted to call him back, but I knew he wouldn't come. Year 6. How did Sam know that Davy wouldn't come back if he called? This is just a 2-mark answer, so I'd like you to give me a reason. How did Sam know? And why? Pause the video here and write down your answer. Here's my answer. I think Sam knew Davy wouldn't come back because Davy has changed. I know that he's changed because in the previous chapters, I saw how his outlook on the world changed and his attitude changed. I think Sam knew that he had made up his mind and didn't want to be his friend anymore, so he wouldn't come back. So Year 6, I gave you my answer that Davy has changed. That's why he wouldn't come back. And then I gave you evidence. His outlook on the world changed, his attitude changed, and that evidence comes from the previous chapters. Let's keep reading. I checked the grass for glass and other nasty things, and when I found a patch of grass and nothing else, I sat down and thought, then lay down with my eyes closed. Let's pause there. Year 6, this is just a 1-mark answer. So remember, it just needs to be quick and snappy. Why did Sam check the grass for glass and other nasty things? Pause the video now to write down your answer. Great job. I hope you said he checked the grass to make sure that where he was going to sit or lay down was safe. Awesome work. Let's continue reading to the end of chapter 21. When I opened my eyes, clouds filled them. Clouds so near, I could almost reach out and touch them. Time to go cloud busting. 2 is better than 1, but 1 would have to do. Cloud busting, staring upwards, letting the clouds fill not just my eyes, but my ears and my mouth and my nose. Touching the clouds, breathing them, sensing them, being them. Davy taught me how to do that. That's the end of chapter 21, year 6. We're going to jump back to the end of the first stanza on this page, where Sam says, 2 was better than 1, but 1 would have to do. I have a question for you, year 6. What is the mood like here? And how do you know? It may be just one mood. It may be that the author is trying to convey or show us 1 or 2 moods. But I'd like you to pause the video here, decide what you think the mood is like, give me evidence, and explain your answer. Off you go. Great work. Here's my answer. I think the mood is both sad and calm. I get a mark there, year 6, for giving you the mood. Now, I give you evidence and a short explanation for each mood I've chosen. I think it's sad because Sam says 2 is better than 1, which shows me that he's missing Davy. However, he also says, but 1 will have to do, which makes me think that he's comfortable and okay with being on his own. I wonder what moods you thought were in this chapter. I'd love to hear your answers. Now, year 6, that is the end of our reading today. Tomorrow, we will read chapter 22 and 23 of Cloud Busting, and we'll carry on making inferences. Today you have a question to think about at the end of the lesson. Please write your answer in your home learning book, in a few sentences or in a short paragraph. And remember, you can always post your answer on J2E as well. My question is, Davy seems to have completely changed Sam's attitude and outlook on the world throughout this story. Can you think of someone who has had a positive impact on you and write about how they impacted or changed you or your life for the better? I'm really interested to hear your answers to this question. Great job today, year 6, and I will see you next time.